Yo! How's everyone doing? Hi everyone, thank you for being here. I've had a question. So Will on the group, Will McCool. Now Will, seriously mate, if that is your real name, you are a legend. You ask, do you believe that reptilians could live amongst society here on Earth? Will. Do I believe reptilians could live here on Earth amongst society? Yeah, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, before I start with this, for anyone that's not heard my personal experience and you want to hear it, go back to one of my previous videos, and I think it's titled something like Abandoned Golf Range. I will briefly touch upon it in this video, just for anyone that hasn't heard that or can't be asked. I highly recommend you go back and watch that, give it a thumbs up while you're there as well. Where I saw my reptilian, right, was not in space, it was not on another planet, I didn't dream it, it wasn't in a film, it was here on Earth walking through the woods. The word reptilian, as soon as you mention that word, it's like, oh my god, here is another tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy fucking freak. Around people that I trust and around people that I'm comfortable with, I'll explain and tell my story or try and pick their brains to what they think this might have been. Beyond that, unless I'm poked and prodded, I really won't mention that much about this. Yes, I know I'm throwing myself under the bus and I'm opening myself up to ridicule. If I want answers, I want to see if anyone else has had the same experience. Unless I open my mouth and talk about it, I'm never going to find out, so that's what I have to do. I don't. I call it reptilian because of this reason. What I saw was a tall, bipedal creature that was green from head to toe. It had a very tiny head and over proportional long arms that came past its knees. They also swayed in a really strange motion when it walked. It walked with a stoop, and it was about 6'7", 6'8", I'd say close to 7 foot. So if I'm not sure it was a reptilian, why the hell am I calling it a reptilian? In all the movies, all the books, I've never seen anything similar to this. I never saw anything similar prior to this, and I've never seen anything similar since. The only thing that I can find that shares a close resemblance to what I saw is coming from these tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorists, and I say that in the nicest manner. Now if they want to call it reptilian, an extraterrestrial, an alien or whatever, then they can call it whatever. The title reptilian means nothing to me. Until somebody else provides me with a better picture or a different name with a picture that resembles closer to what I saw, then I'll use that. But until then, it is a reptilian. I believe it's possible for reptilians to exist on this planet amongst society. How and why they do that and get away with being so elusive, I'm not entirely sure. I can only go with what I've seen and the information I've gathered from picking my brains for many years over this subject. I'm pretty sure that many other people around the world have seen many more of these reptilian creatures. One thing I will recommend is you read the book Lacerta Files. Do I believe that reptilians could live here on Earth amongst humans and go unnoticed, stay undetected? Yeah. I am pretty certain that many other people around the world have had the same experience, and not with the same creature, not with the exact one that I saw, which must mean there's more than one of them. And if there's more than one of them, how come more people aren't having sightings? That tells me that they are obviously able to shapeshift, clone or whatever. So the dinosaurs died out 60 million years ago. Let's just pretend for a second that a small colony of a specific reptilian type family of dinosaurs survived. Now they've got 60 million years of time and evolution taking place to completely change and evolve into something else. I think that's quite possible. We've still got many dinosaurs on this planet that was around at the same time 60 million years ago, but they don't look anything like they did back then because they've had 60 million years of evolution, although that species was around. Crocodiles is one, sharks is another, pike, the list goes on. There is a high possibility that they would have gone on for the duration of the time up until this present day, evolving as some sophisticated upright walking creature. I'm not a massive fan of the Lacerta conspiracy or theory or whatever, and in fact I don't jump on board with a lot of what is said about reptilians. David Icke and all these other people, although I can't ever knock them because David Icke was ridiculed at the start, and now he's selling out massive arenas. But he says a lot of things that I am on board with, and he says a lot of things that I don't generally agree with. High-ranking government officials of these countries are run by this bloodline of reptilians. I can't get on board with that. So although I'm saying I've had a reptilian experience and that I've seen firsthand for myself that there could be a chance these things do exist on this planet, I'm not saying that I know everything or that I have all the answers. And in fact, in many ways, David Icke might be right. He's been right many times before, so I would not like to challenge him on that. I'm just saying personally, I don't jump on board with that theory. People often talk about the hollow earth and is there a connection. I don't think the earth is hollow from one point, from point A to point B, but I do think there's probably mass cave systems that join maybe from one point A to point B. It suggests that these reptilians were forced underground for whatever reason. If our timeline as human beings goes further back than we've ever been told, like much further, which in most cases and a lot of theories people suggest it does, I'm going to put this out there and suggest that we've had some involvement with this reptilian race, and maybe we've had some kind of impact on them to force them into exile. When Homo sapiens first met Neanderthal, two bipedal humanoids walking the earth at the same time, we actually killed out Neanderthal. Any animal that we've ever come across, we've either eaten, hunted to extinction, or turned into pets. We do this time and time and time and time again as Homo sapiens. I believe we've had some kind of quarrel, some kind of beef, some kind of disagreement or conflict in some way, shape or form, just because that is the natural nature of our species. I'm just saying that we probably had an impact somewhere along the line. If our paths did ever meet, we are the main reason for why probably they do stay hidden. I don't want to put a stamp on it and say that it is a reptilian. It could be something else. I'm just giving you an explanation of what I saw. What I saw was a bipedal creature, so it was walking on 2 feet like we do, upright, with a stoop as it walked, so it was kind of hunched over. It had a very small head. I didn't get a good look at the eyes, it never had its mouth open, and there wasn't a visible mouth that I could see or any ears. It was green from head to toe, and it was about 7 foot, 6'8", 6'9", something like that, 7 foot. It also had very over-proportional sized arms that came past its knees, and they would swing in a strange motion as it walked. It didn't walk fast, it didn't run, it didn't make any swift kind of movement, it never made a noise. It did turn its head and look in my direction at me, which gave me the sense that it had seen me. But it didn't seem threatened, it didn't seem alert, it didn't seem alerted by me. It just turned its head again in the direction that it was walking and carried on walking. What was that? I have no idea. Where did it come from? What was it doing? I have no idea.